Alright, good Sunday morning, everybody. I'm on USA Severe Weather Network Vice Forecaster JD Rapp with you. Back with you in the USA Severe Weather Network Center. The National Weather Service in Alabama has put out a couple tornado warnings in place right now. This is the area where we could see these quick spin ups. This is from the remnants of the tropical storm. I can't pronounce it the right way, so I'm just going to use the word remnants. Alright, here we go. We'll zoom in here. Tornado warning in effect for, and this one will expire around 4:30 this morning for Central Dale County and Gillespie County in North Central and Houston counties. At 4:16, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located. Let's see, at 4:16, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Sturcombe, or 9 miles southwest of Danielville, moving on 35 miles an hour. So what we got is a tornado. So if you live in any of these communities in Taylor around 4:30, now's the time to activate your tornado plan. Is go to the lowest floor of your home. A basement would be the very safest place to be in this type of event. So this would be your time to go to the basement if you have one. Lowest floor. Put many walls between you as possible, and this is just get away from the windows. I mean, I know this is about 4 a.m. in the morning, almost 4:25. A lot of people are still sleeping, and anybody in Alabama, your weather rails are probably going off right now. Just go calm. I mean, we're going. We'll get this through pretty quick. So you gotta act quickly. Go to your tornado safe spot. Make sure you have many walls between you possible, and put a helmet on your head, a bike helmet or a welding helmet or anything like that, where protect yourself from flying debris. Even this doesn't produce a tornado. The winds could be very dangerous, and you got to take cover because these tornadoes today, folks, you're not going to see. They're going to be basically called this rain wrapped, where the winds are blowing in. And that's how that backward C gets tied up a lot. That's why you have to take cover, because you're not going to see the tornado come today. It's going to make it very dangerous. Hold on a second, folks. Alright, we might have to add somebody in the StreamYard. Alright, folks, we want to add Storm Chaser in here. And just give me a second. I gotta go to my list here. And he's gonna maybe work for me in the morning. Normally he doesn't do this, so alright. I will add Storm Chaser in. Just give me a second. Alright, so just give me a second. So if you're in that tornado polygon, now's the time to seek shelter. Go to the lowest floor of your home. Stay away from all the windows. Make sure to take cover. Take cover now. This is about 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll pull up Sheared here, and this is the tool we do use to make sure we don't have any wind sheared. If Taylorville, by Taylorville, this storm is have strong sign to rotate. All right, we got Ian on right now. So, Ian, what are you thinking about this tornado warning?
This tornado warning that goes for expires in literally a minute.
Yeah, folks, so these are very quick tornado spin ups, and you're not going to see it
But
coming, right?
I will say that near the Malvern area, be
Mm-hmm.
taking cover because that rotation is really tightened up.
Yeah, folks,
Quite a
if
few
just like
seconds.
yeah, folks, you and just like what Ian's saying right now, if you're in the warning, now's the time to take cover because you may not even see this coming because it's going to be rain wrapped, right, in?
Right.
It's going to be in the rain.
There'll
You're not
probably
going to see it. Best place.
there'll probably be a new tornado warning issued out by the for the Taylor and then up through Donathan area, possibly tornado warning going out for them.
Yeah, I won't be surprised, but so like I said, nobody needs to take cover in Doniphan yet. But if the warning gets issued, just be ready because this storm is coming right at you. So, like I said, I'll be with you all morning long. There is a tornado watch through 7 a.m. What about a new watch, Ian? You think they'll put a new one out?
If they do, it'll be for areas further east.
Yeah, there could be another one to folks. We don't know yet. But yeah, this is just the first couple tornado warnings I caught this morning. Let's pull up just our tools that we use. Alright, they just introduced a new warning, guys. So we have a new tornado warning in process here. I think that this goes in effect for South Central Glenville County in southwestern Alabama, central Houston County, and south central Alabama until around 5 a.m. At 4:28, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Taylor or near Doniphan, moving east around 35 miles an hour. What the spec is tornado. So, like I said, if you're in this polygon, take cover this morning. Go to the lowest floor. A basement will be the safest place to be in. Put many walls between you as possible. These folks, these tornado could be rain wrap, folks, where you're not going to see it coming. And there's still that very tight rotation. Do you see that tied up a little bit in? It's starting to tie it up a little bit, right?
Right. Especially the well, let me pull up the city. Especially near the Taylor area. The Taylor area, you need to be. These tornadoes are very quick. They're not going to be long lasting, but
Yeah.
happen, you need to be in that safe building. Don't even go outside.
Don't even go out there and. I don't want anybody going out there now taking a look and taking photos. This is going to be on top of you pretty quick. It could be there for a few seconds, then it's going to spin back up in the clouds and be gone. So please take cover immediately. I mean, I know it's early in the morning and things are, and you're trying to sleep, but you got to take this. You got to take these warnings very seriously. Still watching the storm and Taylor. Let me pull up here for looking for echo tops, and they're kind of in the moderate there. Don't see any hail with this type of event. I mean, it's not going to cause that. What's the rotation looking on your end?
On my end, it's still relatively strong.
Yeah, so folks.
A strong mesocyclone there. You still got the condensation down to the lowest elevation. I don't see anything. I don't see the so that's good. But these tornadoes are very quick when they do form.
Yeah, there are. I'd agree with you. So, folks, this could still spin up a tornado. So this storm could still produce a possible tornado. So you definitely need to get centered and get covered immediately. Do not wait on it. We're not done with these like tornadoes that you get in the springtime, but this maybe you have a little more time. These spin up pretty quick, and they could be on top of you. And sometimes you may not even get a warning right in for these.
Sometimes not. No.
So if you're in the Taylorville, just get quickly, go to your tornado safe spot. I know you're probably getting woke up by the sirens and your weather radio. Just take cover now. I mean, we'll zoom into this a little bit again, and you can see that still looks like it's very tight in, and that means we could be still dealing with a possible tornado right now with that storm, and definitely,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I'd agree with you. I'd agree with you. That is very tight rotation. That is gate to gate sheared. Are you getting any reports of anything yet? I haven't checked since we've been on. Have you looked?
I don't see any spotter reports as of right now.
It's kind of early in the morning, but still, you don't want to go out there and say, because all you want to see, folks, if you try to try to see if there's anything on the ground, you're not going to see it. All you want to hear is the wind blowing, and it could be too late. So just take your time, be calm, go to your tornado safe spot. This is a tornado warning that goes through 5 a.m. and it's located over Taylor and near Domiton, moving at 35 miles an hour. So that's a little quick. So you see any debris? I see a little something over here in. Can you see that over by Webb area?
If there is debris, it's not really defined correlation, but yeah, I do. These folks need to be taking cover.
Yeah, folks, you're going to have to book it up now. This storm is showing a little bit of sign that anytime you get the little debris ball right there, that could cause some problems. You could have a tornado that forms about any time with that, so you definitely want to go to the basement right now. Get away from the windows. I mean, this is just the area we've been talking about the last couple days, and you even thought we'll see tornadoes from this event many days before I did, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we got here this morning. This little line of showers, and it just turned it into rotating thunderstorm. That's what we got. Let me check the velocity, see if we got anything else rotating. That looks like the only one we got right now. But it's going to continue. What'd you say?
The hook is tightening to the south of Dalton.
Okay, folks, we got that same hook is very inside. That same hook is tightened up there by Delphin. If you're in Delphin, you need to go to your tornado safe spot immediately, folks. Go get centered, get covered, go to the lowest floor of your home, put as many walls between you as possible. Do not wait on these tornado warnings this morning because it could be already on top of you. You want to say anything you quick?
We could even a satellite couplet to the southeast of Taylor. You are getting a bit of a configuration to the velocity now.
Yeah, I'm trying to look here. I'll put the next scan here. And right now I don't see it, but it could have just, these pop up really quick. I mean, you're not going to have to.
There's not
What'd you say?
Lightning in them. They're low topped. They're in a low cape, but there's a lot of shear, and there's also a lot of lift, so that can offset the otherwise stable environment and make these storms develop their own updraft. And they rotate in this environment too. So tornadoes in this environment may not be extremely large and dangerous, but they can be very quick. And when they come to go up, they can produce a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's another problem we'll be going into. Is these, like Ian's trying to say, these storms are low top. They're not like your high top tornadoes that do form. These are your low top cells. But if a tornado would touch down at your house, it's going to make a mess out of things. You definitely need to get to your tornado safe spot. If you're getting up and around watching TV, this is not the time for that now. Turn your TV up, watch your local coverage, tune into us, because this is the tornado warning that's going on around 4:38. This will expire around 5 a.m. in the morning. So normally this is just an area where you could get these small tropical tornadoes, and I get a little more concerned. And as we get into the mid morning and afternoon, a lot of people are hanging around with their dads today. Just everybody needs to have ways to receive warnings, don't they?
Everybody in central Illinois to also be on the lookout because there could be supercells this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, it's fine to go have fun with your dads today, but have ways to receive warnings. I mean, this could turn into more what we're doing this morning. So we'll zoom into this tornado warning once again. How does it look? Is it still tightened up still?
It's still relatively tight, yes.
So, folks, we still could be getting a tornado right there. And if it does happen, you need to be in a safe spot, right, Ann?
Right. And it was kind of diffuse, but now it's gotten a little bit tighter, but now it's getting diffuse. But see, that's just the idea. These are quick spin-up tornadoes.
Yeah, and I just read a comment online. Well, not a comment, actually, but James Spann from Alabama just posted that one storm we were tracking before the first warning got issued. He just showed that looks like a possible tornado, and it could have been one. I mean, these are these typeable spin-ups that you get all the time. So right now, it's almost about 4:40. We're still on the air for this one tornado warning in place. It's still giving us some tightness up here. And you see most of these clusters are continuing, and that's what we have to watch here. We'll zoom in again. It still looks like I don't see much debris here. Looking for echo tops. This one it's in the medium area, the medium column, but we don't really see high ones with these storms. But yeah, this storm over here by Domiton area, and this is very tight. It's still tightened up. What do you think?
Still a bit tight, yes.
So you're in Domiton, you need to be shaking shelter now. This storm is very tight.
South of Dalton.
South of Dalton, you need to be taking your tornado precaution areas now. This storm is very tight. We could be seeing a possible tornado with the storm, so you need to be going to the lowest floor of a building. Make sure you have a helmet on your head, and your whole house has a helmet, because this will protect yourself for flying debris. We learned that from Joplin, and we'll still learn from a lot of things that a helmet will protect yourself for flying debris. And this storm is very tight. I mean, we could be dealing with a tornado, right, Ian?
Yeah.
And these are quick spin-ups, and Ian has a little more experience too about these fast tornado spin-ups. And they quickly spin up, and they quickly do the damage, and they're gone. So this is why we're telling you, act quickly the best you can. Get to the safe spot. You got a little time, but like I said, that storm is very tight. Right, Ian?
Right. Now I'm even looking at echo tops, and they're only about 20,000 feet up. So
that's
a low top event. And we got another out there by Taylor that's also beginning to rotate.
Yeah, folks, we could be getting another tornado by Taylor area. So if you live in Taylor, you might want to just think about where to go. You're tuning into us or watching your television network. You got to just figure out where you want to go, because that storm in Taylor is also looking like it could tide up and be a tornado also, too. We don't have no tornado warning on that, but some of these storms are just getting the pretty decent side of rotation with this. And we'll zoom in. We'll look at Taylor area. Yeah, Taylor area looks like it's getting pretty tight, and that side's tight, and you got this one by Delphin area. That looks very tight, so we could be getting two circulations, and that means we could be getting two tornadoes. So you need to be going to your tornado safe spot. And let's check in some other other areas out, just make sure, because we could be getting these spin ups everywhere, but we don't have anywhere else. But this one over here by Taylor and over here by Delphin area, that is my main concern right now. You see any debris on any of these?
They're also going to
What'd you say?
training together. These like
Okay.
individual cells that are in the line together. So, but usually when they're training, they're usually not big producers. But when you have um, the factor of anything possible, you could have several of those cells in the line constantly produce tornadoes, and it could be unexpected tornado event.
Yeah, I mean, I go with you the same situation, the same scenario. If, like I said, if you're in that warning, now's the time to go to your safe spot. I mean, like I said, this is a tornado warning. We're starting to get both circulations are tightened up. The one by Taylor, and what about this one over here? The one with the M word here, MALVEERN. You think that one's trying to tie it up a little bit too?
Malvern,
Yeah.
not at the moment.
But over here by Taylor, it's really tightened up.
This one here by Cowards is still hooking really well.
Alright, folks, we got another storm over here by Calvert area. That one's very tight. So we could be dealing with another circulation trying to form too. So we could be getting a couple new tornado warnings. So anybody in the Calvert area doesn't have to go to a tornado safe spot right now. But however, you definitely might want to think about where you want to go in this warning, and just get ready to take action when it gets issued. So we'll pull up our tool I've been using, and you see any debris ball from Miss N.
Just updated the warning. It says it's a big thunderstorm capable of producing located over Cowards or near Olsen, moving east at 35.
Okay. All right. The tornado watch goes. We have a tornado watch goes through 6 a.m. this morning now. So that's just got. I'll have to check that out in a minute. But yeah, if you're in the Calvert area, this is moving east around 35 miles an hour. So you definitely got to take cover. Take these storms as very serious as you can. This is especially the Taylor one over here. This still has some pretty decent rotation, but the one over by Calvert, that is very tight in, right?
That's the one they're concerned over.
Yeah, so if you're in Calvert area, now is the time to move to your tornado safe spot now. Just don't go outside, look at it. Me and Ann are trying to tell you all morning long, do not go out there and take no pictures. This is moving pretty quickly, and it's likely going to be rain wrapped where you're not going to see it coming. Am I correct?
Right.
And
it's actually a pretty right now. It's actually pretty pronounced supercell storm. So if you look at the reflectivity now, from all the way down to top Cowards, it's a really pronounced.
Yeah, I see that right there. Let me turn radar blast back to our regular radar, and you can see how these storms are moving, and you can see. So we'll pull up velocity again, and that is, yeah, that looks very tight there. We're starting to see that very tight side of rotation with that, and the Calvert area that is still showing you a very strong side of rotation.
That's where it's over. They're saying the warning.
Yeah, and since we're doing low top supercells, and can you explain to everybody what do you learn from that, and kind of give them a couple keys where not to do and where to do?
Same thing as a regular supercell, just take cover.
Yeah, when folks, you're not going to see this coming, so you got to just take it right now. Just wait till the storm blows over and gets out of your area. Then you go out there and look at your damage, if you have any. Do not go out there. We don't want anybody hurt right now. Just take cover immediately with this tornado warning right now. That goes through about 5 a.m. You got about almost... They're getting ready to cancel, it looks like, aren't they?
No, it still goes.
Yeah, so it runs through about... The warning goes through about 5 o'clock, so when it moves out of your area, you go out there and see if you had any damage from this. But still, this is a tornado warning that goes through 5 a.m. No confirmed report of any damage at the time. That is some good news, but it's still dark in it, and it's kind of hard to see the damage when it's dark, right?
They may end up wanting to include the Columbia.
Yeah, I still won't be surprised if they do that. So, all right, so we're showing a little bit of the hail with this into the low categories, maybe 40% of that getting a little bit of the hail with that. I'm trying to look over here at different sites, make sure we don't have anything else hooking up here. Then we'll go right back to that. I don't see any red next to green, but there could be small couplets of trying to get hooked in. But Alabama's been... Had this been the only warning we had this morning, Ian, or not?
There's been warnings throughout the night.
Hey, Ian's been kind of watching this over the night hours, and I just saw this. Yeah, if you in this polygon, like Webb, Ashford, and Cotwitz, so this storm's still tighten up. You think this storm is really tight, Ian?
I think there's a chance to include the Columbia area and maybe as far south as the Gordon area, but probably the Gordon.
Yeah, I still think they will actually. I still think they'll include Columbia. I'll be right back. I want to let you talk for a second. I'm going to go get me some more coffee.
So basically, the main area of rotation is to the north of Haven. Ashford, you're not going to be included in this. It's mainly riding to the north of you. But folks up in Columbia and areas just north of Gordon, that there could be a
Has anything changed since I'm gone?
no.
Okay. Alright, folks, we're still tracking the tornado warning. It's about 4:51 on a Sunday morning. Let me change our velocity back on. That still looks pretty tight still. Isn't it?
Yeah, and it's probably too.
Let's see. We still... tornado... so this is still in Alabama. So... I don't know how many warnings got issued in the overnight hours. But as this from this whole line... I'll put this... I'm going to put this whole line back here from early this morning. Wonder if I could get that to happen. There's been warnings through the night. But... just be ready in Columbia, because they probably will extend this into Columbia in a little bit when this expires about 5 a.m. And you can see that it still looks like it's very tight in, right? It still looks very tight.
You can definitely see it right in the
Yeah.
Radar. The reflex was the hook being reflected back to the radar. But it's like hiding in that. If it is, it's going to be to the north of Ashford and to the northeast of Alvin, you're pretty much clear for now.
Okay.
The areas north of you need that's where the possible tornado could be. Those areas need cover.
Yeah.
Just to the east of it. Because
Yeah,
anywhere
folks. If
it's right on top of you.
Yeah, you guys need to be in your safe spot now. If you're in the polygon still, you need to be taking your tornado precaution area, just what Ian said. Get centered, get covered, go to the basement if you have one. A concrete room would save you, but just go to the lowest floor and protect yourself by flying debris. Make sure you have a helmet on your head, or even a bike helmet, or any kind of helmet will protect yourself by flying debris. I mean, if any kids plays any sports, that always helps when you have a helmet to put on their head, right, Ian?
Yeah.
And even when we're not dealing with strong tornadoes, even the storm is a weak tornado, we still want you to put a bike helmet. Yeah, this storm here by Domiton area is very tight too, right?
The one to the south of it.
It's starting to be, but this one here by Ashford area is still tight. So that tornado wind goes from 5:30 in the morning. We'll see if they not 5:30, but 5 a.m. We'll see if they extend the warning or not. I mean, I think they will into parts of Columbia, and this has been a. Would we call this a squall line in, or what would we call this?
I call it a QLCS.
Yeah, and Ian has a lot of experience with these lines. These tornadoes can spin up pretty quickly, and they can be gone. That's the thing about those, right?
What I've noticed is that the echo tops have gotten a little bit taller, so you are seeing some of that reaching up the level of freaking back.
Yep, I do.
Getting some discharge. You got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lightning strikes on the part just south of west.
Yeah, folks, this storm is getting stronger because we're starting to get lightning strikes with this. Sorry about my mute button on. Yeah, I mean, lightning strikes does make the storm very strong and very intense. So, like I said, if you're in the tornado polygon, now's the time to take cover. Do not go out there and see this. If you're just joining this, tuning in, want to know what's going on, and you definitely don't want to go out there and chase this tornado. I mean, or look at it, because you're not going to see this one coming. Any reports in, or you see anything tighten up yet still?
I'm looking. I'm starting to see a regeneration of the hook to the north of Pittsburgh.
Okay, let's.
Not showing very clear signs of rotation yet. They may drop the tornado warning, but they may reissue once the rotation gets definable. And if they do, it will go south of the Columbia area.
Okay.
Part of it will go.
Okay, so we still got the tornado wind about 5 a.m. And still looks like that. We got that one circulation, and like I said, these could quickly spin up and be gone. I mean, so far we don't have no report of a tornado on the ground. Looking at our tool that we use here, and what do you think? Does it show any debris ball right now?
No, it doesn't.
Well, that's some good news right now, but still, it could sneak up on you and drop a debris ball. Then you're not going to have much time. Over here by Ashwood, what you say?
Go ahead.
All right, we just got another tornado warning in process right now, folks. Up here by Morgan, they decided to put one in Morgan right now. This is in Georgia. We have a new tornado warning, and that includes Doppler County and South Central Georgia, South Central Lee County and South Central Georgia, northwestern Clinthorne County and South Central Georgia, South Central Terrell County in north central Georgia about 6:30 in the morning. So this is a 6:30 Eastern Daylight Time. So at 5:55, a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado. Was located near Morgan, moving at 30 miles an hour. Right now, tornado is the main issue. So we'll zoom into this end, see what you kind of.
LCS tornadoes. These are not your supercell thunderstorm traditional tornado. These are the ones that are going to come off the line. But there could be, and there could be not just one, but of several tornadoes.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I'd agree with you. So, if you're in Morgan or anywhere in this Polygon area, you need to seek shelter immediately. Like, right in?
Right.
Because, like I said, it's one of these tornado warnings. Once again, you're not going to see the thing coming. These are quick smoothers. They could pop on top of you. If you're up and around now, go to your safe spot on the warning. If you're not the warning, turn the TV on or turn this on. Because we could have more than one tornado warning with this type of setup. And Ann's been having more experience than me with these type of events, right?
And we do have a little bit of debris showing up just north of Morgan.
Okay, folks, we're getting some debris right now. Let me take a look at that. Switch here.
A little bit, not much.
What color was that, blue or orange?
Orange.
Yeah, I see a little bit of that, folks. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Let me be right back. I'll have you talk when I'm gone for a minute, okay? Only take a second, okay?
So we have a tornado warning that goes until 6:30 for the counties of what's that? Doherty, Lee, Calhoun, Terrell counties in Georgia, and that goes until 6:30 a.m. for the possibility of a tornado just now to the north of and northeast of Morgan. Very strong rotational signature showing up on the velocity. If I put the radar, I tilt the radar, and yeah, you can definitely see that rotation quite defined. And again, these are going to be your line linear type tornadoes. So they're going to be occurring more on the eastern edge of that outflow versus on the far southwest side. So where you see those appendages is where you're going to have most rotation.
All right, any new reports coming in or any new things that came up when I was gone?
No.
But folks, you got to take this tornado warning very seriously. I mean, let me check the echo tops. Very decent. Yeah, look, and we're starting to get some pretty decent echo tops with this one tornado warning once again.
Yeah, but they're only about 30,000 feet up.
Well, see, these are like low tops, and that's been the problem. They just don't come down far. But when they do come down, it's never good, right?
And looking at the integrated liquid, looking at the integrated liquids and looking at the echo tops, the tops are not really that high on these storms. But where they are reaching 30,000 feet is where you're going to see the most lightning. But that's where the atmospheric parcels are reaching the free convection. And that's the force in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and you see that by Morgan and Dickley area. That is still, you guys need to be in your tornadoes precaution area. I mean, like I said, you may not see the tornado just coming in your view there. This might be, like I've been saying all morning, Isaac, in rain wrap. That's what my main concern is going to be, is the rain wrap tornado could get blowing air, and that's what the concern is. These are QIS spin-ups, and How does the red next to green look on yours? Mine not really showing up as well.
Uh, the signature's still there, but it has weak some.
Well, that's some good news. We got this one tornado trying to weak. But like I said, I don't think the fret is over for the morning yet. Do you think, Ian?
I think there'll be more tornadoes as we go into the morning hours.
Yeah, I think this is just to start what we have to watch down here. Let me check down here, see how this line's looking at by Columbia. Looks like down here south of the Ashford area. Is that trying to tie it up a little bit?
Maybe.
If that continues to tie it up, that'll be a warning for that. But still, this tornado warning runs in effect for parts of the Lee and Comfort County down here in Georgia. This storm includes Morgan and Dickley area. If you're in this area, now's the time to seek shelter. Go to the lowest floor, put a mattress between you, and protect yourself from flying debris. Let me check in with the... Do we have any debris with this still now, or is that kind of diminished?
It said it's going to remain mainly over rural areas of the counties included.
Well, that still means, yeah, that's some good news. Well, I mean, it's being the woods, but still, if you're in that area, just make sure you're still in your safe spot anyways. So, we'll check in here with our velocity. Still looks like some pretty decent 60s and 70s up there. So this still could produce a tornado. This run through 6:30 this morning. Not. You think they'll re-issue another one, or actually, you think they'll just let this expire? What do you think about the line?
I think the line just occurs throughout the morning, so we'll probably see more tornado warnings left and right, probably going into the morning.
I think so, to sure. What time do you have to go storm chasing today?
I gotta leave here in a little bit.
You can leave.
I gotta jump on and do some coverage with you for a little bit.
Yeah, thank you a lot. That helps me out. It helps anybody else out. But yeah, we still got this tornado warning that goes into effect through about 5:30 this morning down here. Trying to see if we got. How you think the rotation's actually looking down here in Morgan? How you think it looks? What?
I know. Alright.
What does the
This
reddish
one by Sazzer is getting a lot of lightning to it now.
And is that by Leeburg?
It's south of Dawson. There's a lot of lightning in that part of the line.
Okay, let me pull velocity up. Don't see any rotation.
But there's no rotation. That it's just signs that it might be.
Yeah, there could be a little bit of hail. It's very low, but 50% of this dropping some hail with it. So yeah, that means the storm is really getting strong here. Let me check the echo tops on this, see how it looks. It'll tell me. Yeah, you're right, Ian. This is really growing. Look. You're right. This is kind of growing up here. We're starting to get into the red. So this storm is really growing in it.
Yeah, a little bit.
So once we get into the reds and the fuchsias, that it just tells you that.
Also initiate the wind threat.
Yeah, this is what's going to give us more wind shear.
Because not only do we got a tornado threat, but because of the amount of wind shear we got today, even low top storms and the intense heavy water loadings of these storms, they're going to be bringing down those strong damaging straight line winds.
I'd agree. I mean, I'd agree with you because, folks, when we have these damaging straight line winds today, also we're not dealing with a tornado threat. Also, too, we have the tornado threat, but damaging straight line winds is going to be concerned too. So I'm concerned that trees going to come down on houses and buildings and sheds because a lot of water in the ground ain't going to take this. So so we could have more problems with trees coming down. So just make sure you go find your weather radio, put batteries in it, and stay, tuned to us. And we'll keep you updated for the morning. But right now, we have a tornado warning process, so we're still on. We're on for right now, since these are fast storms are spinning up right now. So, looking here, this goes through 6:30. Any new reports coming in on this end?
It looks like it's much weaker now than it was.
Okay, that is some fantastic news. If that continues, I'll cancel the tornado warning all for good. But that doesn't mean we could get another spin up, because this thing over here, south of Columbia down here, is tightened up a little bit. Do you see that?
Yeah, it's the reflectivity might show, but the velocity winds going in the way with the liquid, it's not really that impressive.
Well, that's some good news. Maybe this tornado warning will expire, and we'll get a break a little while. But once the sun heats back up, that's just going to give us plenty of more energy. Well, if the sun don't even come up, we get still the wind's blowing. That is still tells you we got plenty of wind sheared, right?
Yeah.
And that just tells you the winds are turning in different directions. That's what's going to cause these storms to get going. And like I said, Ian's going to go chase Illinois up there. And that could be some strong step up there too today, can't it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I haven't checked any. I'm checking to see if we have any new watches that come across. I just got a mesoscale discussion here, and still watching this. They may put a new tornado watch out eventually. You might want to check that out down south and see if that's what they're going to do. I won't be surprised if they go in there one, don't you? Alright, still looks like that storm tightening up?
It says tornado threat will likely continue across for the next couple of hours.
Okay, just
wait. To continue for a couple more hours across the Florida Panhandle. Another tornado watch may be needed beyond the 7 a.m. expiration of Tornado Watch 292. So like I said before, these tornadoes are going to still keep going throughout the morning hours. We are not...
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, like I said, could still be a threat of tornado. So, like I said, if you're trying to watch a game today or something, there could be a lot of cut-ins, right, in?
Right.
I want to take these warnings very seriously today. I know we've been dealing with severe weather for the last couple of months, but this is one of these tropical storms, and you get these about every time you have a tropical storm, you get tornadoes, don't you? Because you got plenty of...
Yes.
Let's see. Checking here a second while we're on. Still, that tornado warning would that runs through 6:30. You think it'll expire at 6:30?
At 6:30, yeah, I think it will.
And you think there'll be another one issue, or you think the whole thing is trying to weak? And you can see. What'd you say?
For now, it's a little weaker.
Well, that's some good news. Looking at these kind of by Columbia and Ashford, we'll have to keep an eye on them in case they kind of rotate. But this is the tornado warning right here, and since it shows it runs through 6:30, right now we've been dealing with severe weather in the last few hours this morning. I mean, N came in about 4:59 with me, and he's going to go storm chasing a little bit to the Illinois area, and I'll still stay here and cover this for a little while, but the tornado warning could be weakening eventually, and we could see a new watch be issued eventually. And echo types are still look a little bit better at the warning. But north of this looks pretty strong up and north of it. And it's about it showed this hail size up 0.25, so that'd be quarter size, you think?
0.25 would be less than even would be like pea size.
Yeah, ain't too bad, but still the storm looks is trying to get stronger. So this line has been going on for the middle of it all night long, and it got stronger this morning. And we don't have no confirmed report of a tornado on the ground right now, so that is some good news. But you still want to be in your... What about the... Can anybody come out of their safe spot? What towns can come out of it? And do you know?
I'd say all of them.
So we kind of think the tornado threat has kind of died off for a little bit. Ian's got to go storm chasing, and I'll keep an eye on this. If we do see another tornado warning be issued this morning, we'll pop on. For right now, have the rest of the good morning, and we'll keep you updated.